Hi, everyone. Um, okay, so this live stream, I think, is very interesting because it's a big trend. There are so many things about digestion that are like whacked out there in the world, especially Instagram. Hey, Anjanette, how are you? Um, that are so silly and cost a lot of money, actually, too. And sometimes I just go and look at people's feeds and they're like doing all these weird things with their food and like they think it's for their gut, and I'm like, it's totally not helping. um, but this is a question that I have gotten asked pretty often, and I've even changed what I do personally about it. So I want to let me share this, and then if you have questions about collagen or if you've ever taken collagen, let me know first if you're currently a collagen fan, and I can just sort of ramble about it for a second while I find the video to share. Okay. Collagen fan. Whoops, this is weird. Share to a group. Share. There we go. Okay. All right. So collagen. Who here has bought collagen of any sort or of any kind? And have you guys used it? Do you put it in your smoothies? Do you put it in your coffee, your tea? Are you thinking you're wrinkle-free now? I'd love to hear kind of what you think about it. Because it is one of those things that I see so many influencers promoting, like in giveaways, right? You guys are on Instagram, right? And there was a period in time when I thought, oh, I should do that. And whenever you think you should do something, then you really need to check in with yourself, right? And with anything too, with your body, with health, with food, with whatever somebody says, you always need to be an investigator. I am a natural investigator as part of my human design. It's like literally built, oops. It's literally built straight into my DNA. So the good news is that I like to dig into things before I tell you about them. And I did do it for a while, and I tried it, but it was like before I thought about it, like that's why we don't do that, but we have to think about things. So there was a period in time when I was taking collagen, and I thought, oh, well, I'm so smart. I'm even smarter than the people taking collagen because I'm taking marine collagen. And like that's more absorbable, that's better for you. And I would say that it is better in the sense that you have to always look at the source, right? You have to look at the source of everything. So even if you're taking a supplement, you have to look at, well, where did this come from and what are the additives or ingredients, right? So when I used to do, Dad, I think my dad just brought the baby home. When I used to do the LEAP testing, it was so intricate, right? So this is food sensitivity testing, blood tests, where we would test 150 food chemicals and dyes. And so when we were doing that, it was like every single thing had to be analyzed all the way inside and out. So, people would right away want to talk about supplements, but like supplements are secondary to your food. And I know collagen is a supplement that we're talking about, but here's where I'm going with this. So like on the test, it would show if somebody was reactive to like beef or pork. And like a lot of supplements have gelatin, and that stuff comes from like the hooves of these animals. I know it's like gross, right? Hi, buddy. Come on, you want to come in? Dad? Yeah, you can go. It's okay. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Come here, Bubba. Hey, did you play with Grandpa? Say hi. Say, I wish I had the youthful skin of a baby. I always am like, oh, your skin is so soft, Dalton. It's so nice. But we can get it back, you guys. We can get it back even without buying these expensive supplements. So I'm gonna tell you about it too, but that's really where we're going with this. So when I did the leap test, a lot of people would be reactive to cows and of course like milk, dairy, pork, corn, and so it would go all, you'd have to like really, really think everything through. Do you want to get in the bathtub and play your toys? So a lot of supplements, right, they contain these fillers and binders. So I would like go to the extremes and find like the best supplements. And if you are looking for supplements, like a really good website is Emerson Ecologics, just FYI. But you have to think about all this stuff, right? So the source. So I thought I was doing really good because, oh, well, I'm smart and I'm doing marine collagen, which is, you know, it's not from a cow and it's not from pork, which I don't eat any pork. I don't think that's good for the body. And so I don't take supplements with it either. And I really don't eat much meat. Right now I'm doing a liver cleanse, so I'm for sure not eating any meat, but I really just don't eat that much of it because of the effects in the body. And so I also would think about that when I was looking for collagen. So this is why this is so kind of silly, you guys, and why I want you to understand food and animals. Why don't you go play? I should have done this 20 minutes earlier. Okay, so skin, right? The reason, okay, there's usually two reasons, and you guys tell me why you would take collagen. I'll tell you why I think people are doing it. Number one is better skin, like tighter skin, anti-aging, right? Because everyone's telling you, well, your natural collagen supply sucks and you're screwed, you're gonna get old and wrinkly. So there's that, that people say. And then the gut, right? So I'm always talking all about the gut, right? We always talk about the gut. And so people take collagen for the gut, or they're doing like bone broth and collagen for the purpose, right? To seal the leaky gut. And I don't believe in that either. Okay, so most people are trying to improve their gut health and improve their skin, and that's why they take collagen, right? Or maybe you just do it because you think it's healthy. Who knows? So always know your intention and your purpose behind the things that you're doing. It's so much of a difference maker, right? It's so different for you to be like, wow, I'm going to, you know, infuse a lot of fruit into my smoothie because I know my brain runs on that kind of glucose and it helps push toxins out that have been moving through the night, versus like, oh, I have no idea why, but I'm just going to do it, you know? So there's always a huge incentive in intention in what you're doing and understanding why you're doing something. It just makes it so logical to your mind and your body then, and that makes you get better results, 100%. Okay, so know why you're doing it. But most people are saying like, oh, I'm going to like have glowy skin and tighter eyes or whatever. And sure, like potentially, possibly, if that could happen, and the same with the gut. But actually, collagen, unless you're getting the one I have, which I don't use every day, but I have it for the other ingredients that are in it too, is moon juice. It's a vegan collagen, and I'm using it because of like the other things in it, and I just like to try different products, but it's not like something I'm doing every day because I'm so, like, I think it's gonna change my complete skin or whatever. So if you're taking the collagen and you're putting it in your smoothie every day and you're putting it in your coffee, then what's actually happening is you are putting in protein that comes from an animal, which is higher in, so we have protein and fat, right? And then we've got carbs as your macronutrients, okay? So if you're putting that in, most people are doing this when? In the morning, in your smoothie, in your coffee, you're putting all these things in it. You're putting like oils and coconut oil, like even that's silly. I mean, it's not the healthiest, okay? So if you think about that, like I'm putting in something that came from a cow into my smoothie. I'm putting something from protein into my smoothie. I'm putting something from this animal or that animal into my coffee or into my smoothie. And I'm making a vegan dessert with it so it's frothy and foamy. That's okay if you want a pretty picture, but it's not the easiest, simplest way for your body to advance itself naturally on its own. Why? Because putting in proteins and fats in the morning slows everything down. It slows everything down, and it always will. So your digestive system is primed in the morning. What's harder to break down? Protein or carbs? Protein. What's harder to break down? Fat or carbs? Fat. So those things slow your body down. And the glucose from like the fruits and stuff speed it up and help it to just naturally go. And so when we're trying to have a healthy glow, when we're trying to heal our gut, it has to be the easiest thing. It has to be the lightest thing, especially in the morning, especially for the first half of the day, especially if you already have gut issues, if you have skin breaking out, if you have eczema, if you have a rash, you have hives. So those things are not doing what you think they're doing. So yes, we have skin and we have a gut and our body makes collagen. And sure, it can decrease in its natural processes over time, but aging is also what you make it out to be and what you make it out to believe. So if you're sitting there going, oh God, I'm 35 and I'm going to look old and age and blah, 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 then you will. Versus somebody that's like, I'm going to look younger and younger every single year. What, honey? Standing in the bathtub. There's no water in it. So you have to go and look at what your expectations are too and what your beliefs. But I just want you to at least know what really happens in the body when you do this stuff and potentially save you loads of money because this stuff is not cheap. It's like $40, $39, $40 for a container and it doesn't last that long. And what I'd rather have you put in your smoothie is spirulina powder or raw milled chia or water or greens or spinach or blueberries or papaya, right? Or papaya seeds. Like all of those are completely more aligned and powerful with the intentions of healthier skin and a healthier gut. Okay, so we can talk about the gut too really quick here. Collagen, bone broth. Oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that for my leaky gut. First of all, don't say that you have leaky gut. Stop saying that you have a leaky gut. Say, I'm working on my gut. It's turning around. I'm totally on top of it. Leaky gut is not actual tears in the gut. I've said this before. It's an ammonia gas that leaks through the lining. If you actually had tears, you'd be in massive pain right now. And so therefore, that idea is wrong. And so therefore, the collagen fixing it is also not the best thing. So like again, this is how I teach healing the gut. It's using foods. It's not going and buying a bunch of collagen or making you guys brew animal bones in a pot or even buy bone broth. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. In fact, I don't really think it's going to help you much except take a lot of time in your kitchen. So again, knowing how the macronutrients work and then knowing how the other types of foods within those work and where you are right now with where you want to go is the most important thing, right? For anyone trying to do something with their body, well, where am I? Where is the first big issue? Like, where are things not moving? For most people, it's digestion because nobody understands it. Like, nobody eats that way. I'm sure, I mean, some people do, especially like in my world, I'm like, oh, everyone knows this. And then it kind of keeps me from not saying it enough, I think, because I know that this is like so unknown in the world when it could be the simplest thing ever. So if somebody came to me and was like, okay, I think I have leaky gut and I'm bloated all the time, you know, what do I need to do? It's not bone broth, and it's not collagen. It's not putting fats in your smoothie. It's simplifying. It's light foods. You want your body to be light. When your body is light, you're closer to your ideal wellness and health. And I'm not saying that means you have to lose all this weight, but you will naturally go to the weight when everything has ease, when everything has relief. So we always do that with the food first. So it's like food creates the flow because we all always eat. We have to always eat because we have physical bodies. So we really would be smart to look at that and figure out, what do I need to shift with my food so that my body can pick up this lightness, pick up this speed, calm itself down, and ease it out. So instead of that, what I would do for skin, I'll tell you my top couple things for skin. Do you want out? Do you want out? I think he's tired. Do you want out? Papaya. Okay, hold on. Papaya is, okay. Say papaya.
Papaya.
Yeah, papaya is my #1 skin and beauty food. And you'll notice like a lot of the organic natural products have papaya and the papaya enzymes. And it's very, look at the color of it too. Like it's very saturated and deep. And, you know, when your gut gets better, your skin will get better. And the papaya, Dalton, oh my God. The papaya seeds are really good for the gut too, to fight bacteria and parasites and such. Okay, so papaya, honey, honey. Okay, blueberries, everyone knows blueberries. Loads of water. I can show you guys pictures. This summer in July, I did that gallon of water challenge. And I literally bought a gallon of water from the gas station. I need you to go up there. I'll be there in a minute. Okay? Okay. So I literally bought a gallon of water from the gas station to make sure that I was drinking the actual liter. Huge difference in my skin. Huge, huge, huge. We need water more than food. Look at his feet up in the air. So papayas, blueberries, fruit, just fruit, water, and then clean up your gut, meaning reduce your fat, reduce your protein. I can teach you all about it if you really need help with your gut. It's really, it's not super, super complicated. And then if you want to do collagen, then I recommend vegan collagen, and moon juice is my favorite. Yeah, but it's really a building up of energy in your foods. So if he's gonna do that, I'm just gonna go up here. Welcome to my dark house. This is called winter in the Midwest. Okay. I'm gonna trip on my laundry, please. Okay, so, oh my God, I swear I'm almost done. Do you guys want to see it? I'll show you. Come here, bub. This is the one. There's boxes everywhere. Okay, moon juice, vegan collagen. Okay, it's called beauty shroom, duh, right? So this, there you go. It has a lot of other good stuff in it, but that's what I would get if you really were like dead set on buying collagen. And then the other very, very important thing is your mind, like you talk about, like we were talking about. So telling yourself that you're aging, telling yourself that your skin is going to sag and get wrinkly, etc., that just makes it do that. So just reinforce that these things do work for you, and then do whatever type of like organic natural skin products and treatments that you resonate with. So like the lymphatic drainage facials, the oxygen facials, just organic facials, just good products like Beauty Counter, Tata, Harper, Eminence, organics are my favorites. So yeah. Okay guys, I'm really sorry, but he's not having it. So this is the type of stuff that I'm teaching in my course, Fueled and Focused. It's literally just how I have learned to eat and to live. And so I talk about all this stuff, the common trends, questions, and who has a baby? You understand, right?
I love my hands.
What?
I love my
Oh no! He bumped his chin. Okay, here we go. Oh my God. Ah! Okay, here we go. Here's the link. So you can learn about the gut, just daily practices with the food, how to make it all easy, healthy skin, get your glow back, and I promise there won't be a screaming baby. So push your questions. I'll talk to you guys soon.